The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Good. 180.
50-foot mile.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Patch it.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Flush to his right. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 47.
Go ahead.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Here we go.
44th mark. Check.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down. Check nickel.
21.
They'll run it with Coleman. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this Brown... defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They go with Chubb on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Check 3. Check.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Got 4. Got 4 down. 4 down. Check 15. Check 15. Hey, watch this. Watch this.
Now here's Goodwin with another jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 180.
53.
They're hot.
Man, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Bring it. Bring it.
They're hot.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Beckham, the return. The Browns drive about to get started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. General West.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 44, Mayfield flushed out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield letting one go deep for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mayfield on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Pistol. He's coming. We got double up. Hurry. Check. Out.
First down, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And the 49er hands team does its job. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
This is Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. 11.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mack Wilson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
21. Hey, Foxtrot. 12.
Check 53's Mike. Let's go, D.
Check 52.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
From the 38, Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 5-yard touchdown run run as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, gun. Kill, turn up.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They run it again with Chubb. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. Able to find Harris, complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton, he did it 3 times. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Here we
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
53's the mic.
I got you.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Offense set to get this drive underway. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. He's got a first down past the 30. And a cut to the sideline. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 81 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.